Does that ready? Okay. So we are live here on the Woman Agenda podcast. Obviously, Raj here, your host. We have a very special guest who we have been chatting to for a while, and it's great to have her on board. Taylor Hughes, a very talented country music artist who's doing really well in Nashville. First of all, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Not too bad, thank you.
Not too bad.
Uh,
Good. Good.
Great stuff on that tail. And I know obviously there is a bit of a time difference where we are.
What
So
time is it there?
it's heading towards 10 o'clock in the night.
Oh my goodness. That's like my bedtime. I appreciate you making this work and having me on.
Yeah, well, I wanted to bring you on actually because obviously, as you know, we had your friend on,
Yeah.
Kirsty Krause, and she's wonderful, um, and since we've had her on, obviously I've been in touch with her, see what's happening and stuff, and yeah, and she doing really good for herself, and obviously I'm bringing lots of just for the viewers and for everyone. I am actually bringing lots of country music female artists on board very soon, and who are trying to make it big in Nashville. And obviously, when we chatted, I wanted to bring you on board and wanted to for other viewers to see what you've been doing because you're doing a lot of stuff, and which is very exciting in Nashville. So, can you first of all tell the people who don't know what's the story behind you coming to Nashville and wanting to become a music artist?
Yeah. So I've been singing ever since I was little. I was always in like shows at school and I was singing around the house, but no one actually really knew this is what I wanted to do till I got a little older. I was always involved with athletics and whatnot. I was a volleyball player. I played all year round for a long time. Had planned on going to college on a scholarship. But I actually blew my knee out my junior year of high school, and that kind of shifted gears for me. And I was able to take a step back and be like, okay, well, where do I go from here? And at 18, I decided to start taking guitar lessons. So my dad took me to go get lessons, and we met my teacher. And come to find out, my teacher, Polly Felice, who I still work with, he's like family, was someone that my dad babysat way back in the day. So it was like this full circle moment, like we were meant to meet. But I had a few lessons with him, and he figured out that I could sing. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of dabble in it. I don't really sing like out in public or anything like that. But he knew there was something there, and he was like, we're going to take you to Nashville. So I never performed on my own.
Oh,
I did like choir in high school, but nothing like anything crazy. And we told my parents that, we were going to take me down to Nashville. I was going to sing for a TV contest down there called Nashville Spotlight. And they were very surprised and confused because they were, I'd only had a few guitar lessons. There was no way I knew how to play guitar yet. And Paul was like, no, Taylor sings. And they were very confused. They were like, she does what? What are you talking about? Like our shy daughter who is, very quiet, never really been like outspoken or anything like that, sings. And we all came down here and I performed for the show. And it went really well. The host and other artists and fans there loved me, and they were talking to my parents, asking me to, please bring Taylor back. We'd love to have her on the show again. And my parents were just smiling and nodding, like, okay, thanks. And we left the venue and they looked at me and they were like, were you lip syncing? And I was like, nope, this is me. So that's kind of how I truly got started. I came down to Nashville every few months to sing for the Comcast. And then once I turned 21, I started, playing the bar circuit, 3 to 4 shows a week, just kind of grinding and doing what I could. And then when I was 25, I moved down to Nashville right after I got married. We came back for our honeymoon and moved straight to Nashville. And I've been here ever since. I do this full time. I'm a full-time touring artist. Writing and playing shows during the week and on the weekends and things like that.
So obviously, what I've obviously understood after I had chatted to Kirsty, that obviously Nashville is the main place where anybody who wants to get into country music, they have to come to Nashville. Yeah, would that be right?
Yeah, it's probably the major hub for country music. Texas is another area, but they're a little bit different than Nashville. Nashville's definitely like the songwriting mecca of the world. Like this is where you come to, work on your writing chops and to meet people and network and things like that. So that's one of the things I love about living here is getting to meet other people and collaborating and writing music.
Yeah. Because I remember I've been on and off because I listen to lots of different genres of music because I always prefer to. But obviously, I've not listened to any music for a while because since doing the podcast and doing my other full-time job, I've not had much time to listen to any music. But whatever music I used to listen to and I'm trying to listen to now is like different types of music. And country music does come into it. We used to have a channel called country music television or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still exists anymore. I think it does. Um, and it used to play country music 24/7.
Yeah, like
And
CMT.
it was really good.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
CMT, yeah, and they have
yeah,
like all the
exactly.
music videos and things.
Yeah,
Really
like
fast.
Shania Twain.
Yeah, she's a
Um,
classic. Love her.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I've seen her now, and I'm like, has she actually aged?
I
So,
know, right? Gotta love that money, right? Having money helps you. But no, she's
it's
been
like
a favorite of mine since I was a little girl,
she
and she
is. She's just. I think. Yeah, absolutely. I think she would. I think if you look at people who are very good role models and don't do the wrong thing, I think Shania Twain would fit into the category straight away.
oh,
Not someone who does
absolutely.
she doesn't do anything wrong. She just sticks to her music and
Yeah, she's
performs
very much
and
a trailblazer for women in country music. She doesn't try to be something she's not, and she
yeah,
puts her passion into her music and for her fans. So absolutely, she's a great role model.
definitely. And obviously, you were and it says on your website, which we will display for our viewers in a moment as well, which is taylorhughesmusic.com. Here
Yes.
it is there, taylorhughesmusic.com. That's Taylor Hughes' official website. I've checked it out
Yeah.
as well recently. It's really good. It tells everything, gives a full description of what Taylor does, and how she started her journey into Nashville, and on there. So how much of a assistance was because you've talked about your vocal coach. How much assistance was that coach an important role they had to play?
Yeah, so I like to think of it this way, and a lot of vocal coaches and even artists would probably agree. We're vocal athletes. The vocal cords are just like any other muscle in the body. So it's important to have a coach there to help train you and to keep those things healthy, just like a runner or any kind of Olympic sport. They have specific trainers, not necessarily because they need to be taught how to do something, but to help keep them healthy and to use their muscles or instrument correctly. So I've been very blessed to have amazing coaches and teachers along my journey, to help make sure that I'm taking care of those vocal cords and that my chops are staying sharp. And it's been super fantastic to have them in my life.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, because obviously that would be like a stepping stone, and obviously, like you said, because for a singer, the voice, the vocal cords, that's the main thing, isn't it? That's like the bread and butter, basically. It's
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
it's like
You got to
that.
have that in order to sing. So you want to make sure that you're keeping everything healthy and
Exactly.
strong.
Yeah, exactly. So where were you before you came to Nashville? Where were you based? Where were you?
I'm originally from Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm about
Oh,
three
wow. Okay.
and a half
Is that
hours north of here. So not too
three and a
far.
half hours?
Yeah.
Right. So that's 3.5 hours drive.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm just asking because I don't know much about America, but there you go.
Yeah. No. Kentucky. Yeah. I'm still from the South. This is my home, and Kentucky has been, obviously still my hometown, and they've been so supportive of me and my career, and it's a blessing to have hometown support for sure.
Is that where your family, your parents, are they still based down in Kentucky then?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you made your debut, but was it 2021? That was your single, your first single, 21,
My first single, "Good Taste," came out in 2020, April of
2020. Okay.
20. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, and then
2020.
my second single, "Praying to the Whiskey," came out in February of 2021.
Yeah, Praying to the Whiskey. I've seen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very popular. Definitely very
Yeah, it's
popular.
definitely a fan favorite for sure, and it's opened a lot of doors for me. So I cannot complain about the success that it's had so far, and I'm just super
Definitely.
thankful for that.
Yeah, it's not like you're telling everyone to drink whiskey or something like.
Right? Well,
It's not
be
that. There's lots of singers who talk about different whether it's with any drink or whatever. But if it's done in a right way, like in a song, there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, you had your debut in 2020, and then were you like signed to any particular record label at the time, or were you searching for someone?
No, actually, I am independent. I've been independent since the start, which is kind of cool,
Right.
because as an independent artist, you're able to really do what you want and release what music you want. And you're pretty much your own boss, which is a blessing and a curse. As an artist, we wear a lot of different hats. Obviously, I'm a performer, I'm a writer, I do my social media, I do my show booking. So there's a lot of things that go into it. But no, just riding that independent artist life right now.
Yeah, and obviously, so at the moment you've released how many singles have you released so far?
I have 3 out right now, but I'm
Three.
actually working on my fourth one right now. We're almost done,
Wow.
so gonna have that out very soon.
Okay, and you have many social links, and we will share some of them if anybody wants to get in touch with you. And I'm sure there will be lots of people who want to get in touch. So, how's the response been? I suppose the debut single was the main one where you could finger point exactly your good feedback, the things which you need to improve on. So what was the response like when you released your first single, and were you like very anxious at the time when it was coming out?
Yeah, obviously, releasing music at any point in your career is always nerve-wracking and exciting, but especially when it's your debut single. It's kind of introducing yourself to the world. So it was really exciting for me, but also kind of difficult because I decided to release this song as soon as like COVID hit. So I had this full tour schedule planned and shows and all kinds of radio tours and things like that were set in stone, and then COVID hit and we weren't able to do those things anymore. So I had to go back to the drawing board and kind of rework how I was going to promote this new single. And I was a basket case for a little bit, trying to figure out like, how am I going
Yeah,
to do this from the comfort of my home? You don't want to promote your music from your living room, but we had to make it work, and somehow we did. I was able to dive into live streaming, which reached all around the world, not just here in the United States, which was really cool because now I have fans in Ireland and the UK and Australia, streaming my music, and radio stations playing my music and things like that. And my debut single actually aired on iHeartRadio, and is played
wow,
on there. So that's really exciting.
excellent.
But yeah, so I can't complain about it. There were some bumps in the road, but it ended up working out for the best, and just helped me figure out like, how can I use social media to promote future things along with, being on the road as well.
Yeah, social media is definitely, I mean, definitely, because like you said, you wear lots of hats with the social media and promoting social media. And I've noticed this myself when I'm promoting the podcast. And I was told, okay, you need to put more stuff in the podcast and when you're doing the social media promotion. But it's like you have to keep on doing it and doing it all the time.
Oh,
But
yes.
obviously, yeah, it's a non-stop thing, and there's so many platforms these days. And I've noticed you're on TikTok, Twitter. Obviously, I know because we've chatted.
Mhm.
And then obviously you're on Instagram, Facebook. So you're on all the main ones which an artist needs to be on.
Yes,
And
it's hard to keep up with all of the social media because
it is, yeah,
I'm so
definitely.
old school, and when they came out with TikTok, I was like, oh no, another one I have to figure out how to use. So I'm starting to get into it a little bit more. Obviously, my main things are like Facebook and Instagram. That's just always what I've really been into. But I do love Twitter because it helps me keep in touch with people abroad. I feel like Twitter is really big with people in the UK and things like that. Um, but I'm starting to get into the TikTok a little bit. So you guys can, please go follow me everywhere. Go do all the things, and interact with me. I love staying in touch with fans. So
And talking on Twitter, there is the Twitter handler that is very easy to remember. So it's just Tay Hughes underscore music. Very
yes.
easy to get on there. And obviously, yeah, definitely. I mean, some people I find they think, okay, they think negative about Twitter and go, okay, I prefer Instagram, I prefer Facebook. But what I think about Twitter is I find Twitter so easy to use, um, and it's easy to interact on Twitter.
Oh
That's
yeah, it's like almost instant like interaction.
instant
Uh,
interaction. Yeah,
yeah, versus the other platforms where it's not so much.
yeah.
So that's what's kind of
You
cool
have to.
about Twitter as well, and why I've tried to grow that side of my social media as well. And it's just, like you said, it's like instant reaction,
Instant
instant
reactions. Yeah,
communications, and things like that.
yeah, absolutely. And we'll just put show the some of the social main ones which Taylor's on. So she's on Instagram on there, Taylor Hughes Music. That is the Instagram handler, and Facebook is here as well. Taylor Hughes Music. So very easy to remember. And obviously, if you want to check out her music, you can get onto the Spotify link here as
Yeah,
well.
check it out. Go check that out.
Go check it out. Yeah, yeah. Worth it'll be worth your while. That's why I say definitely it's going to be worth your while. And I can see you are very busy because you are touring this week.
Yes.
Uh, is it you're going to Kentucky? Is that where you're
Yeah,
going?
I'm actually headed back to my hometown. I'm playing a hometown show
Wow.
there on Saturday, and then I come right back to Nashville, and I've got some more shows here, and then some more music awards and things like that throughout the month. So we're back and forth all over the place.
Yeah, and many congrats on your awards as well. I've seen so many you won
Thank you so
recently.
much. Yes, yeah.
Well deserved, well deserved. Because yeah, absolutely. I mean, in a short space of time, you've already won quite a few awards, and that shows that you've already progressed very quickly, which is absolutely amazing in such a
Well, thank
short
you.
space of time. Considering you only made your debut in 2020, which is about 3 years or on this, yeah,
Yeah,
3 years.
I've been at
Ish.
this. I didn't release music until 2020, but I've been doing, the
Yeah.
touring and playing out for 10 years now. So been
Wow.
doing all the been doing all the behind the scenes stuff and live shows and whatnot for a while, but finally was able to start getting music out. And we're, doing that this year as well, which I'm super excited about because it's been a long time coming. So I'm really excited about this next project I've got coming this spring.
Okay, and how do people? I mean, it's going to be hard for them to get tickets now to the Kentucky one. It might be probably sold out. I'm presuming it's going to be sold out. But if they were a little bit lucky, or if for the future dates, can they get them directly from your website?
Yeah, if you just go to my website on my tour section, you can see where I'm playing in different cities and states. And there's like an RSVP on there, there's like a ticket thing. So if there's any kind of show or festival you want to come to, you can find the information there.
And so you're going around, obviously, as we can see on the website, you're touring around a few places, and you are coming. Are you coming to Glasgow?
Yeah, so I hit, obviously being from Kentucky, I hit a lot of different cities around the area. I'll be
Hmm.
in Glasgow and Bowling Green a few different times these next few months. Lexington. I've got a
Hmm.
lot of Tennessee-based shows, but in May we're going up to Missouri. I'm playing some festivals up there. We're trying to get some touring down in Florida for August and October. And yeah, we've just got a lot of things in the
Oh,
works
awesome!
right now.
Any plans to come to the UK?
Hopefully in 2024, I've got to figure out how to get some more connections over there. But it's definitely
It'll
something that I'm
happen.
really
I'm,
looking forward.
I'm, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll happen. The way you're going at the moment, and the way you're progressing, definitely.
Well,
It's just
thank
a
you. I
matter of time.
appreciate that.
I think it's just a matter of time. It's probably just a matter of time. It'll happen. It'll
Well,
happen.
I'd love to come over there. I love traveling and going to new places.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. That is something. Definitely. And if I find out that you're coming, definitely, I'm definitely planning to come down.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
have to meet. Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. Because yeah, I was saying that to Kirsty Krause the other day. I was saying to her, and she said, "I'm coming to the UK to perform just for one event." And I said, if I knew a bit early, then I would have come, but it's just too close now. I can't.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of like a last second thing. I think she's over there right now. And
She
she
is,
was
yeah, she
only
is,
there
yes,
for a
yes.
few days and then
Told
heading
me.
back here to Nashville.
Yeah, yeah. Then she's back, and then she's performing. and I think she's planning to come and do a bigger tour in 24.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then I said I will definitely come down. Then yeah, it should be good because yeah, absolutely. Country, I think country music is. I think whenever I listen to country music, it's something which is, I wouldn't say unique, but it really is. It's a bit like a soul country music. You know, like there's always a meaning behind the songs, and there's
Yeah,
a
it's very much a
yeah,
storytelling genre, which is what really attracted me to country music. I grew up listening to it in the house, and my parents always had it playing, but there's something about the storytelling aspect of
yeah,
it that allows listeners to connect and relate, and it's really beautiful.
yeah, absolutely. It is on the. Are you Do you have can people see any videos of any singles? Is that
So I have my YouTube attached to my website as well. If you go on to taylorhughesmusic.com, the little YouTube thing on there will take you to some of the music videos and things like that. A few live performances. We're actually working on some more footage for this year with all the festivals and things like that. So hopefully we'll have that YouTube page bumped up a little bit more. But there
yeah,
are a few
absolutely. Let me see if I can get on.
acoustic. Yeah, there's a few studio acoustic videos up there that I did last year, which fans really love. So if you guys want to check that out, I have a cover of Leonard Skinner's Simple Man that I did in the studio. And then my single High on Something, we did an acoustic video for that as well.
Wow. And yes, we have put it on here. This is Taylor Hughes' official YouTube channel. I have checked it out before. It is good. Uh, it's just about YouTube's algorithm because it's totally different to the social medias,
Oh, yeah,
and
it's a totally
you
different
just have to
world.
figure it out because it keeps, YouTube, it keeps changing all the time. What's
Mhm.
working, what's not working, and it's like
It's hard to keep up
um,
with.
exactly. It's hard to keep up, and it's hard to get the time to keep working on the YouTube channel. So I'm sure your YouTube channel will start, which will expand, and it will, more and more people will know. So guys, do check it out, and we will include the link on the video description as well, and obviously on the Woman Agenda podcast. We will put the YouTube channel on there as well as the Taylor Hughes' official website. It will be on the audio version podcast as well. It will definitely be on there, so you can check it out and obviously listen. Check out any videos of our latest singles, which are really good, and it is worthwhile to go and check it out on her YouTube channel. And on there, so yeah, so you're very busy, and I can see quite a few guitars behind you, like you were
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
There's a
I had lessons, I had vocal training and this morning and working on some work tapes of some songs
wow,
that I've been writing and the work never stops. We just go, go, go.
yeah. I mean, I can only imagine. I suppose that when you're a music artist, it's like 24/7, isn't it? Really?
It truly is. From the moment you wake up till the moment you go to sleep, you're doing something for your work, whether it's playing a show, writing
Yeah,
music, sending out emails to book shows, the whole social media side of it. Like it takes up a lot of time, and it's hard work. So that's just what I do every day. But I would much rather be doing this than working some part-time job. I'm very blessed to be able to do this full time. So
yeah. Absolutely, definitely. I mean, yeah. I suppose there is a lot of work in there, but obviously they are obviously, like you said, it's something which you love to do. So you're
yeah,
doing something which you've been wanting to do. Um, so I mean, definitely. I mean, so
it's definitely more fun than anything. So I can't complain.
so So how big factor is the guitar in your music? Is it in every single we see the guitar on the music? You playing the guitar and stuff?
Yeah, so when I'm in the studio, I typically hire much better guitar players than me to do it. I just like to focus on the lyrics and the vocal aspect of it. But when I'm playing shows, I'm playing on my own, unless I'm playing with like a full band, or as a duo. But a lot of my shows are just solo acts. So it's me and my guitar. So you gotta learn how to use it and figure out how to, make it a part of the show and not just like something that you're like, oh, okay, we have this on the side. Like the way you play your guitar really ties into how you deliver a song as well. So I've definitely been trying to work more on that and making it more a part of the entire package.
Yeah. The blue guitar reminds me because I have a guitar which I need to learn. I need to learn. I need to learn, and it's like that color because that color I really like that kind of a color. You know, that kind of a
hmm
bluish guitar.
Blue's my favorite color,
Yeah,
so I was like, I need a
definitely.
blue guitar. And all the fans
Yeah,
love it too.
definitely, definitely. I need to take some lessons, but I need to check out tune up the guitar. But it's a bit too cold at the moment
Oh yeah.
in the UK.
Oh well, that's the thing is
Yeah,
that like instruments do not like the
very
cold,
cold.
but they also don't like the heat either. So they're very particular. They're almost like people.
So absolutely, absolutely, definitely, definitely. So your music is available. So people can purchase your music directly from your website. You said, yeah,
Yeah, you can get my music on my website. There should be a section on there that says music, but you can also find me on Spotify, iTunes. I believe that
absolutely,
all of my music is on every download or streaming platform. So I know people get it from Amazon, YouTube, Google,
all the
literally
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, so all of these main ones, you will be able to get Taylor's music, and do check it out, and I'm sure you guys will not be disappointed at all. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Did you say at the moment you're working on your new music? Is there any title to the music at the moment?
Yes, but we haven't announced that yet. It's still secret. I've just been hinting at a few things, but we are in the studio. I just finished the recording process, so we're just waiting for it to be mixed. And then, we've got some photo shoots that we're going to be doing, and then I will be announcing like all of the exciting parts of it. But if you subscribe to my website, I always release like behind the scenes stuff and info that not everyone else gets to hear or know in advance. So if you subscribe to that, you get to know everything before everyone else does.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And do subscribe to Taylor's music on her website, taylorhughesmusic.com. Very easy to remember. And it's a very, very descriptive website. So, I mean, it is a really good website.
Well, thank you. I
And
built it myself and it took forever.
definitely, definitely. I mean, I'll definitely give you 10 out of 10. Definitely.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed it that you designed it yourself. I wouldn't if you didn't say it, I wouldn't have guessed that. Totally. Oh,
Well, it's funny because I don't want to say that it was hard. It just is very time consuming, but it was cool being able to like figure out like what I wanted on it and to be able to design it. And by the time I was done, I was like, I feel proud that I was able to figure this out.
yeah, exactly. That's what the website is mainly. It needs to be descriptive, tell it. especially when it's a music artist or a book author. It needs to tell people exactly what this person is all about
Absolutely.
on there. So yeah, we will include the links on the video as well. So do guys do make sure you check it out. Check out the YouTube, which you can see on her website as well, and do subscribe, and obviously do check out her singles, and her new music is coming out soon. And I'm sure we will down the line we will talk about her latest music.
Yeah.
Definitely, we would love to bring her back on later on with talk to talk about a new single.
Yeah.
Um, absolutely. Definitely. There. Anything you would like to say to any viewers or anyone who's going to be watching this afterwards?
Yeah, I just hope you guys will check out all the socials. Please go subscribe to the website. Like I said, I send out newsletters that help you, keep you in the know so you know what's going on in my world and how you can discover new music and all the, behind the scenes things like that. But I also love staying in touch with fans. So if you go follow me, go give me a like on all the socials. If you reach out to me, I always answer messages and things like that. I think it's really important as an artist to stay connected. And, I'm just like anybody else. I'm not like some royalty person. Like I'm totally down to earth and I love getting to know my fans. So please reach out. Please go follow and go check out the music.
Definitely. I mean, I can vouch for that because I can't remember now because obviously it's been a long day. But I remember when we chatted and you chatted you chatted straight back and then obviously and stuff. So I can definitely vouch that yeah, you are definitely very very down to earth, and you replied back very quickly uh,
Try my
to that.
best.
Definitely. So do guys do check out her music, Taylor Hughes, and her latest music is coming out. So you need to be make sure you are subscribing onto a YouTube channel and you are checking it out on Taylor Hughes website, which is taylorhughesmusic.com. Very very easy website to remember, and do check it out. And all the links are on there, and his social media is on there as well. So make sure and you can keep up to date with her. So do check it out. And Taylor Hughes, it's been a pleasure to have you on, and
Thank you
and I'm
so much.
glad, even though it's late in the UK, and I'm not sure how I'm continuing, but
Because you're a champ. You got this.
but yeah, I think there's only two people who have had a late interview in the UK. One's yourself, and this is because of the time difference. Yeah, one's yourself, and the other is Kirsty
Right?
because of the
we,
time
we like
difference.
to make
So
things difficult. Well, I appreciate you having me on.
and on there, but no, it's been. It's been great, and that's why I knew it's late, but that's why I wanted to do it because we wanted to bring you on board, and obviously and I knew it would be very very interesting, and it's a great story, and I'm sure you're going to have lots of success, and you are
Oh, thank
definitely going to be a name which we are going to hear more about in country music.
I sure hope
And I think
so.
definitely, I think so. I think so. We do think so. The way you're heading, definitely. I'm sure that's we will hear more of you. Definitely, everywhere in country music. So wishing you lots of success for your new single, and
Thank
obviously,
you.
and we will hopefully bring you on very soon regarding your new music as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah, for
On there,
sure.
Taylor Hughes. Yeah, absolutely. And on there, so is it what time is it down there?
It is 4:35 here.
4:35 p.m.
Yes. Yep.
Definitely p.m. Can't be a.m. anymore.
Oh
Don't be
yeah,
crazy.
I would not be awake right now if it was 4:30. I am not a morning person. Let me tell you.
Definitely. That's me. I'm definitely included in that one. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. No, no. Apart from a full-time job, I have to do that in the morning.
Hmm.
That's obviously I don't have a choice.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, definitely not a morning person. But yeah, absolutely, it's been a pleasure, Taylor, and thank you very much. And
Thank
wishing
you.
you lots of success for this new single.
Thank you so
And
much.
I would hopefully would be speaking to you very soon.
Sounds good.